mom characters. What draws you from that away from being Black Widow?
It's funny, but there's a lot of Black Widow also. Well, it's so weird to call her that. I have to say Natasha because that's
Okay, girl, Natasha.
Natasha. Natasha also is some of all her parts. Like these two other characters that I play, Rosie and Jojo Rabbit, and Nicole in Marriage Story are. I mean, they're women. They're fully realized women, and it's nice to be able to play women that are complicated and they're like some of all their parts. They're strong. They're vulnerable. They feel like they have a true calling or path, and then sometimes that rug is pulled out from under them and they're from underneath them, and they're lost. And they're complicated people, and it's nice to be able to play women, real women.
I love that, and we love you.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome,
Thank
girl.
You.
Work it out.
How did being a mom yourself affect your portrayal of Nicole for this film?
Nicole identifies so much as a mom. It's kind of, that's, she probably would say number one, that's what she is. And, I feel that way, too. And not to say that you have to experience what your character's going through in order to understand it, but it was really invaluable to be able to understand what it means to, have someone in your life that you would do anything for, and that is your complete priority.
Yeah.
And just knowing what that is, it's really helpful.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
And you're a woman who's done so much. You have an incredible career. You have a daughter. How do you do all of this? And what advice would you give to young girls who are trying to do all of the above?
I think probably to not to accept that there is no such thing as a balance. I think that first and foremost is something that I think as women we stress ourselves out so much just trying to wear all these hats and trying to do it all at the same time and effortlessly, and there's such a higher expectation of women to succeed at everything. The bar is so high, and we set it also for ourselves too. And I think once you realize, okay, I actually one of these things is going to suffer, and I have to kind of prioritize here.
Sure.
And that in itself, I think, gives you a lot of space in your mind to reach your goals, prioritize. I always say, be kind to yourself, and I think that allows you to actually, get a bigger picture of what you want to achieve.
Absolutely. Give yourself some grace.
And as millennials, they say that the marriage counts is getting low. What's something that you want to leave for millennials and to learn from lesson in this?
I think it's interesting, but somebody had said this to me about they had a long marriage and they ended up divorcing, and they had kids, grown kids, and they said, one thing I learned from the process of divorce was that, you always look at a divorce as this failed marriage, but in fact, I realized going through therapy and going through, our mediation, my friend was saying that they've realized that, oh no, actually we had a successful marriage. It just ran its course. We had grown kids that went through college. We shared, we lost, we gained together, and I think that's something that's really important to keep in perspective. That you don't have to look at a divorce as being a failure. It's just again a relationship that's kind of run its course, and you have to take all the good with it too, not just the bad that you're left with.